Okay, so I desperately, for some reason at 12:30 in the morning, I just want to make a super clean sports poster that kind of surprises myself on composition based on like the angles that I can achieve, okay? Let me show you guys my inspiration. So take a look at these three posters, okay? I really enjoy one, the white space, the negative space around it, and kind of how like it feels a little more premium. But there's certain things, how about like reverse engineer this design? The way I look at it, I kind of focus on this one the most. Almost like 1, 2, 3 in my priority list in my head. This specific composition, I look at it in sort of like 3 different parts, right? One part being this, second part being the subject, and then third part being supporting typography, right? I really enjoy that theory that even though it's super simple, I really want to try one, but also look at this composition over here. This specific thing, Formula One car in the front, feels almost like larger than life. It almost gives me like the wheel, like if we were standing here, we're like this small, right? That's how the perspective makes me feel when I'm looking at it. So I wanted to take these posters as inspiration and try to make a Shohei Ohtani baseball poster. I've never done baseball before, but I really enjoy the dynamicness of like, you know, how many, like the poses, right? And I'm feeling for some reason super confident. So let's just make this thing from scratch. Don't forget about the everything pack, guys. The first link in the description where you get all of my 33 plus premium products to help you design like a professional. Plus all of my future design assets emailed directly to you 100% free. You should have it by now. First things first is we got to make a new document. And I low-key enjoy this sort of depth, like the width of this specific poster. So I'm going to take that width, bring it over in a 4K document, stretch it up, and just say, you know, boom. Copy that dimension just like that. I already sourced a ton of assets to play with that I felt had something to it, but I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go just yet, right? The immediate part of me wants to just sort of throw in stuff, right? I want to get the foundation of sort of recreating this foundation as if this Formula One car was actually Shohei Ohtani, and then this is like the grass and whatnot. That's what I'm thinking in my head right now, right? Of course, so first things first, got to cut this guy out. Now, of course, that's feeling fine, right? We're gonna put it on the lower half. Now, I think like the grass, I enjoyed this specific photo because of the grass. This is interesting. He obviously feels larger than life because, you know, homeboy is incredibly big in comparison. It would probably be like over here, not even. Maybe like this? No, that's too small. Something like this, okay? And then from here, this is where I'm starting to figure out like, okay, how do I get that foreground that feels active, but then again, larger than life? And I'm not finding this to be larger than life, to be honest with you. But what I really can't lie, and what I do enjoy is this back piece here. Like it'll give me like dynamic. It'll make it feel something somewhere will feel dynamic if we're taking pieces from somewhere else and like trying to create something. Okay, so look, so now that I have this, right? This now makes me feel comfortable with putting something else behind this. You know what I mean? To add some sort of depth. And I don't hate this. Here's an obvious, right? I can take an image like this. I mean, this image is low quality. 1000 pixels is crazy. But now I need to find a decent image. But for the sake of it, right? Keep this. I take something like this. Boom. Right, and now we're getting this like sort of fun, dope moment here, right? Even if I say, let's just say I use this photo, it doesn't feel like it's up to the par of compositionally where these are. And I don't like feeling less than. All right, so let's try something else. Let's just say, I mean, I don't hate that photo. I really don't hate that photo. So let's try this guy for a second. This one is pretty interesting. Honestly, this could be its own thing. Like if I wasn't trying to make a full-on photo manipulation, I mean, like that's just like fire. But just because I'm trying to be different, right? I'm gonna go ahead. Let's cut this out for a second. Whoops, excuse me. And now with this now cut out, I wanna keep that separation that we did. This right here, I wanna keep this. Let's go here. Now, what am I gonna do with this? I think this, okay, could be my divider. If I zoom in even like a little closer too. Oh. Okay, I like this. So now I'm thinking, right? I have another stadium. This stadium here, let's just see what happens. I personally picked this one because it just has this really cool, like it has this like Nike swoosh type of, you know, stuff going on here. And this fits pretty well over here. I'm gonna hide the bleachers there. Let's just cut this out for a second, right? But I'm gonna say immediately that I'm not fully convinced if this is the right stadium. I did see another one on Unsplash that I'm suggesting I want to put in. I don't know. You tell me. Hold on one second. allow me a moment to cut this stadium out too, okay? Because this top part, I'm not really feeling it, so I'm gonna cut this out. But this, I didn't expect it to look like that. This looks pretty good. And starts me out with like a way better color corrected base where it almost feels like it's already a part of the same photo. I mean, yeah. Oh, where's my floor? This is not my floor, hold on. There's my, God, this is pretty nice. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And if you guys are not seeing the vision, it's because I'm already putting this photo in the back already. Which one do I want to, let's try this guy. I'm already putting some kind of photo in the back. This is awkward. I'm not getting like at least double ratio. This is like, if I just times this by 2, we're at the same almost weight. And I'm looking for it to feel heavier at the top, so it really feels like a background, foreground moment. So I'm gonna say no to this photo. This one, however, could be pretty interesting, okay? This one's giving me, I could make it pretty big. I also feel like, although I do enjoy like the texture and stacking that's going on here, I think this part might be a little too noisy where like the Coca-Cola is. So I'm saying I get rid of this, right? That way I can really emphasize how big this guy wants to be, right? Like just like that. I'm done playing with that. Let me fix this bat for a second. I'm in a good spot. However, it does feel pretty predictable. What I mean by that is both our eyesights are kind of like, both their eye lines are just kind of hitting the same direction. It's interesting. It's like the tale of two dynamics, but I am gonna try this photo here because it is going the opposite direction. And maybe, oh, I already see a shadow. I can use that, I can steal that. Maybe there's a world where this one, hold up. This is pretty decent. I don't like how close this, I'm actually gonna move this down. I'm gonna move this down, then be able to scale this up. This feels good. I ain't gonna lie, it feels good. Now let's say, you know what? I'm gonna add in some text too. Who said I couldn't add in a little bit of text real quick just to give, oh my God. Oh my God. Why does that look so good? Genuinely, it looks really nice. Yeah, okay. So this is the composition. This is it. At this point, what I'm gonna start doing real quick is I need to steal this shadow because I don't want to do it myself. I'll show you that I'm stealing that shadow. Why would you want to redo it? You know what I mean? Like, think about it. You thought about it? Now you understand it. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a basic, real quick color raw filter correction on them. And essentially what I'm gonna try to do is eliminate the blue, not that blue. I'll make the blue, like the darker blue, more saturated, but then everything else, I do want to try to get rid of the color. A little bit of texture, a little bit of clarity, never hurt nobody. I haven't saved yet. Do that. Let's do our best at trying to color match the other photo on our right here. It's not bad. However, outfit is still not where we need to be. Oh, nice, a little color balance. That kind of did the trick. Like first glance, you're like, oh, okay. I don't hate that. That feels pretty good. You know what's interesting? I can see some trees, and low-key what I'm wondering, if I want to bring these trees behind like this, kind of ugly. Hold on, if I make it smaller, like something like this, right? Hey, not bad. I like that. Okay, I'm also curious. I use Droog a lot, and allow me to say there's no harm, but I am wondering if there's a font out there that'll give me a little bit more of a stylistic approach, but it also can't be ugly. Something like this, I'll put Shohei and I'll put like that. We'll just add some little supporting stuff right over here. And I will also, I've been thinking about it, okay? I've been thinking about stealing this offset white in the back here, put in the back of mine, and that'll make me feel a little more, that feels good. But then what I also might do is double down, lower the lightness like 0.1. We'll make a new layer real quick. Essentially use a pure white and kind of just add a nice little moment on the bottom. Again, super subtle, but it does look good. However, I do think I'm missing a lot of color. What I mean by that is this is screaming, give me a complementary color. And what goes better with blue than orange? So I'm gonna head to Unsplash. I'm gonna type in sunset. Ooh la la. And I don't know what I'm looking for. Too moody, right? Surely this also isn't a vibe check. Oh my God. Oh, it needs a background. I don't know if it's this one or not. Who are you? You know what? I don't hate this either. I really enjoy the clouds on this one. This one, the clouds feel also really nice. Bro, this one feels like if I do delete this like so, I can get something really nice here. Like, this is absurdly nice. You know what I'm wondering? Can I do this? I did see them do it in the Formula One poster. I don't think it's gonna work for me. Do I ruin it? Do I ruin it if I do this? Oh no. As much as I enjoy this theory, I feel like it's running away a little bit from me. But look at this sky though. This feels like something more I can control, so I'm going to choose to go this direction. I'm gonna bump up the orange though in this, and I feel like it's gonna give me free reign to start adding some stuff, like a nice light leak or something. I mean, this is low quality, but light leaks kind of low-key don't need to be high quality. Like, this light leak here feels pretty good. I do need one more. I'm kind of looking for like a flare, but like not so much a flare. Like, you can't tell me this isn't feeling good. Only because it's bothering me too. I feel like we're gonna have to add some sort of something here. Make this make sense like that. I think what I should do is I start adding some shading too. I personally hate doing this. I don't know how to, but I'll try. Beat our time. Okay, my eyes are burning. But can we not say before, after, surprising myself? Look at this one. Before, surprising myself. This is decent. This is ugly. And I don't know if it's getting any better than that. Let me just make sure the stadium gets some, okay? So I feel like I'm almost pretty much done. Like I could obviously spend 75 more hours on it. However, do I go this? That looks clean. Or this? Or this? Ooh, I already know my answer. Oh my lord, that looks clean, bro. I might even say I shrink this down even more as well. Because if you know, you know, right? The information doesn't need to be like that big if it's there just for the sake of texture. I think this is the font, Desolator. That looks really good. And then as for my signature, I'm gonna add in one more row of text just to kind of, you know, it looks good. I'm excited. It's also 2 a.m. Let me just quickly, because I know someone out there in the comment section just waiting, wondering, is he gonna touch the grass? Well, look at me. I'm touching this grass. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna use a little bit of brightness and contrast. That's pretty decent. Oh my, wait. Just imagine, just wait. Not a single composition will ever be done without some birds. I think that looks good. Oh, one more thing. There's something about a little bit of smoke that'll help me break a little bit of that foreground and that background. Give it a nice curve, and it can be subtle enough and just really feel like it completes the design. And I like the idea of adding this little flare back here and then taking a little bit of this smoke, deleting some of it back here. And I want to say, this has got to be, without a doubt, my best composition yet. Look at this. Look at it. This is so sick. Oh my God, I surprised myself. I am so stoked about this one. Like low key, right? If I put it next to my inspirations, I still got my own little, like, you know, my own flair to it. I don't have it as white as a background that I imagined in the beginning, but it feels full. Without the sky and like the lens flare, you can see it. It could definitely probably lean toward that inspiration direction for sure. I don't know. It feels complete to me this way. There's might be a world where I revisit it, but guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I went through a lot of emotions this one, but I really do feel like it just feels full. It feels lively, and that's something I really wanted to accomplish when I'm trying to learn photo manipulation. So that's it. Do not forget though, guys, check out the everything pack, the first link in the description down below. Let me just say a quick little thing. Let me just quickly load up this plugin real quick. It's coming. So don't forget to purchase the everything pack, as a huge update is coming, okay? But thank you guys so very much for watching. That is Seso HQ out. Do not forget to keep smiling, stay positive, and stay freaking productive, guys. Little much love. Peace. Enjoy your day. Later.